Like a prank, Burlington, Vermont police terrify high school students with fake shooting. Good morning, everybody. JT here, Serenity Farms prepping. Well, socialist Sanders, Vermont, Burlington police thought it was a good idea when a group of 20 high school students went on a field trip to their police station to stage a mass shooting incident without the students having any prior knowledge. Well, it went as expected, with many of the students being described as scared and confused, as if children in socialist Vermont are already scared and confused enough based on daily living and the tyrannical socialist edicts taking place in that state every day. So we're going to read from an article by an independent journalist and give you a good idea of what happened, and you can come to your own conclusions on who could possibly think this was a good idea, and is there another agenda at hand here? So this article was published by W. Burr, a nonprofit news organization. So let's start from the top. When about 20 Burlington High School students visited the Queen City's Police Department headquarters Wednesday for a forensic class, officers staged a mock shooting complete with a masked assailant and realistic gunshot sounds. But the demonstration came without apparent warning to the students themselves, who dove for the ground in terror. One student, who asked to be anonymous, said she crawled under a desk and began looking for her phone to text her mother when two screaming women and a man in a ski mask burst into the room and gunshots rang out. The student said she realized that what was happening wasn't real when officers in the room didn't leap into action. The incident nevertheless reminded her of a time when she had a firearm pointed at her and left her crying and shaken up and shocked. Remember the unintended consequences. What was most upsetting, the student said, was that the event took place with no heads up. Really? Is that what was most upsetting? It was laughed about afterwards, she said. It just made it feel like a prank. Basically, not much of a demonstration. Reports of the incident spread quickly on social media, and both Burlington police and the school district quickly issued statements Thursday apologizing. A spokesman, Russ Ellick, for the school district said, "We take our responsibility to keep students safe very seriously, and we are deeply sorry that this event occurred." He wrote that in an email, adding that students had been offered counseling. In their own statement, Burlington police said the department apologized to any students in attendance who were upset by the specific scenario and crime scene portion of the presentation. But police appeared to pin the blame on school officials for the shock that students felt. On May 23rd, according to police, department staff communicated details of the demonstration to school officials, including that the training event would include fake firearms in a mock shooting. Do you think that sort of incident would be okay for a group of students? It is about as real life as you can get. And it is certainly exactly the sort of thing we deal with most frequently, police said to school officials. Really? So police deal with mass shootings most frequently over everything else. We never hear about any of these incidences in Vermont. According to police, school staff responded, "I think these students will be fine with the simulation. We will give a heads up to parents and students." In a letter sent home to families on Wednesday, Alex shared with Vermont police school staff wrote they were aware of a reenactment of a gunshot-related crime would occur, but didn't realize that it would happen without warning. The purpose was to make a point about how witness statements can be unreliable, and detectives wanted the event to be as realistic as possible. Such reenactments have been used during training with older adults and college-level students, but detectives apologized after they realized the reenactment did not translate well to high school students. Police officials said they would meet with school staff and students to discuss the presentation and its impact. They concluded, "We hope this can be a reflective growth opportunity for all parties." So, ironically, Vermont has some of the most free and nice, good gun laws for patriotic Americans, despite having few patriotic Americans. The state only has about 660,000 people total. That's not even one borough in cesspool shithole New York City. But they have some of the best American constitutional gun laws that there are. That it just boggles my mind how they are straddling the socialist communist state with some of the most free gun stuff. Now, downtown Burlington is a cesspool shithole. It's loaded with drug use and welfare and braided white hair, hippie, pinko freaks, and illegals. Tons. You don't even want to go down there at nighttime, and it's even getting bad during the day. From what I understand, Church Street Marketplace used to be wonderful 20 years ago. Okay, but back to this. Is there another narrative behind what they just did? Well, we all know lefties want total gun confiscation. That's no secret. There are still Democrats that'll tell you, no, we just want common sense gun laws. Bullshit. You kidding yourself. You might believe that, but we already have too many common sense gun laws. We don't have any common sense idiots, but that's all by design. Now, if you can take a group of students who are likely already being brainwashed and indoctrinated with socialism and communist, Marxist, fascist ideologies since the cradle, and put them in a situation where they're going to be scared and confused, what will their reaction be to this incident? That girl said, it was laughable. Okay, maybe. But scared and confused, indoctrinated sheeple, their best and often only solution to whatever scares or confuses them is to do away with it completely. because it hurts their butt. They don't care how it affects anyone else as long as they feel safe. And in my opinion, that's exactly what could happen from this incident. We'll keep an eye on it, but the left will go to any length, any depth to do away with everything that America once had. And you know it, and I know it. So I'll keep an eye on this. If there's any updates that are worth reporting, I'll share them. But that's all I got for today. For now, JT, signing